We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, because apparently I'm loud, to Nerds of the Apocalypse, the game rapport. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me is... Okay, yes, he's cute as a button.
Oh, no, it's off. I am, of course, the one and the only Stevie B. How's everybody doing tonight? Wah, wah, wah!
A little early, but you know, I'm with the hype. I'm with the hype.
I can't be excited. I can't be excited to talk video games.
Yeah, since we sadly couldn't do talk about the video games last week because someone got the Bud Light virus.
I still went live with Ari for a little while. I had to mute myself a lot coughing, but my face. Merritt's is doing great. Good to hear it, Merritt. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. So, a lot of stuff happened on the gaming front. Sometimes we start this thing and we're like, whoa, what's going on? A couple of big things have happened that we're going to talk about. I'm excited. But first, this is the part we talk about. We got 2 weeks to talk about. Really, I don't have shit going on. I got to be honest with you, bro. I've been sick. So, like, I haven't gone out much. I haven't done much. We had a really bad experience at Cece's Pizza.
Okay, you don't need to start to show off as a liar. Okay, you don't have a bad experience at Cece's Pizza.
Okay, I had a bad experience because Heather had a bad experience, so it kind of reflects on, you know.
Okay, well, how the hell did Heather have a bad experience at Cece's Pizza?
People in their backyard.
Oh, that's okay. See, I was thinking it was going to be the staff, but it can't be the staff. So of course it had to be the rest of the ignorant children.
I had a bad time because they couldn't keep the pizza bar stocked. Okay, we had such a bad time that Heather actually wrote a letter. Heather pulled a Karen.
No.
And wrote an email.
Do you have this email?
I don't.
I'm gonna need to formally request this email at the end of the stream.
I know that it was long and drawn out, and she told him that she didn't want to come back anymore, and that she couldn't use the bathroom because both toilets were clogged. It was long, dude, and like, whoa. My problem was, dude, there was no pizza, bro. Like,
I mean, your problem is understandable.
That's right.
Her
Golden Dutch, CC's, they still open? Yeah, they're still open.
Oh yeah, we got like 2.
Yeah, it's a good cheap meal when you have kids. Like, that's why we all go.
I love it,
and I like their flatbread pizza. So I always get like a flatbread. I was gonna make me a little.
I like their garlic knots.
Yeah,
that garlic bread is sick.
But they didn't have any of that. Like, they were out of, bro. They couldn't keep anything up. Like, it was a bad time, dude. It was a bad time. We eventually got over it though, and had an okay meal. But it was a bad enough time that she wrote a fucking letter, bro. So man, I had a little note. I thought I had some notes. Like some shit happened. I was like, I'm gonna make some notes to talk about during the game for it, but I think they got erased.
Yeah, it's like the same kind of notes that comedians kind of have. So this is the perfect time for your stand-up.
Yeah, it's like, I know, right? So now I have to fucking use my brain to remember things.
Oh, that's nice. The Dark Knight's on Netflix. Thanks, Netflix.
Yep. They're all closed up here. Haven't seen one in ages. Wow. Merritt said boss move. That's right. What else happened? I made our donation today. Tonight I made our donation. If you guys saw it in the Discord, we raised about 230. I chipped in another 20 to cover. One thing I forget about stuff like this, especially if we just went the PayPal donation route, is like PayPal takes a little bit of all your PayPal donations, and I was like, motherfucker. So I covered the PayPal donation part and a little bit more. So just made it even 250. It was really good. I had a little bit of problem on the website though. Let's talk about that. Like, I think that the zoo where you can download the money, right? The Australian zoo, it says American donation, right? So I went to it, but I tried to connect our PayPal and I log into PayPal. And it's like you can't log in. I was like, this is bullshit. And so I opened it in a second browser, and I logged in fine. So I think that their American link is like not right. I think it's still an Australian link to PayPal. That's the only thing I can think of because I couldn't log into my personal one either. I ended up just paying with a card. So yeah, but it was frustrating because I was trying to get that done really late at night the other night, and I was like, "Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it live." So yeah, so it was frustrating. But
well, yeah, I mean that was the crazy thing about it too, and because what we experienced from my fundraiser drive was that I mean because of the currency rate, like someone would donate $20, but it actually wouldn't be $20; it would be like 18.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I don't know. It's strange, but we got it there. Got it to him. So excited. Got that going through. Wow, dude, I spent the last week pretty sick, so I haven't really done it. I played a lot. I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy what?
14.
Oh, that one.
There's been a lot of new people joining, and and somehow I became the free company leader, and I'm not ready for that. I was probably watching them. Like it's just that kind of. I'm like, man, I need to get on. Like I just feel an obligation to have to get on. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
So,
yep.
Sure, you know exactly what I mean, right?
Yep.
Exactly what I mean. And so I've just been getting on and doing random stuff. And I haven't had fun or anything. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's cool, but it's a new experience for me because generally I'm just the one that sat back with the lowest rank talking shit in Gen Chat, and and now I have to figure everything out. So luckily, Raph knows the ins and outs, and he just helps all the time. So shout out to Raph Ryan. I'm glad he knows the game way more than I do. But yeah, I'm playing a lot of that, and since the last stream or since the last game report, I watched Jay and Silent Bob's reboot.
Oh yeah, I still haven't watched that.
Oh my god, it's so funny. It's so good. Now, is it funny because it rehashes a lot of old jokes? Yeah. I mean, I don't think that you can like watch it without like being a view askew person, which isn't bad, right? Like I don't think that's bad. But I just don't think someone could be like, "Oh, this is my first Kevin Smith movie." Boop. Like you still find it a little funny, but like it's a lot of funny if you know like all the callbacks. Like so I enjoyed that immensely. And then so Heather and I every Thursday, Heather and I spent Thursday together. That was my pick. We always alternate picking movies. And then this past Thursday, she picked A Marriage Story on Netflix. Have you seen A Marriage Story, Trex?
No, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, no, it's good unless you're fucking married, and you know what it's about?
Yep.
Yeah. I was just like, are you trying to try our marriage with this movie? Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you.
It doesn't sound like reporting games.
No, we always start recapping a couple of weeks, and I'm just talking that shit.
It's not my idea, Heather.
What do you got to say for yourself? Here, I'll turn the mic your way. What do you got to say for yourself?
What, about choosing a marriage story?
Yeah.
You're doing all right.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll
never forget the time that we went to the theater to watch a funny movie.
Oh, God.
We were supposed to go watch Ride Along because a friend had lost
Two.
her dad. Yeah, Ride Along. A friend had lost her dad recently. We all need to laugh. Sold out. There was a movie, and what is for us to watch on that occasion? Lone Survivor.
I mean, I'm watching The Office, and it's the season with Jim and Pam having that rough patch. So
No, that's some of the most heartbreaking shit ever.
So I mean, you're doing good, champ.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate the sentiment, Heather. Thank you.
Don't forget Outlander.
Oh, that's right. New season Outlander. Heather was excited, and I have to go into work at like 3 a.m, so we have to watch it.
Good lord.
I know. I got outed on Twitter, bro. I got outed on Twitter because I liked the tweet that they're like the new season starts. I didn't realize it was one of those get notified when the new season starts shit.
Oh, neat.
Which again is cool, but then you heart it and then it like tweets to you automatically. It was like, at Stevie B, fuck yeah, Outlander. And I'm like, oh god. But I mean, I already out of myself.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope actually. There's a lot of shows that do it now. And then they like tweet you the night of the premiere. Is it the last season of Outlander? No, it's definitely not the last season of Outlander.
No, they got 5 more in them.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, they're only on the shows. Heather, what season? Hold on. I talk words. Heather, what book is the show on? I think they're only on like the 4th or 5th book, and there's like a fuck ton of them. She walked away. I don't think she's in here now. Yeah, they're only on like the middle of the series. So, yeah, Jamie and Claire get old as fuck in the book. So we got a long way to go. And like, yeah, there's. Hold on. Rafron says you've been the leader for like 7 or 8 months for the thing. Yeah, see, I've been the leader of like 6 people. Now there's like so many new people that I don't know personally, and this is I know I'm getting to know rather. So this is rough. Eric Lowe said no, The Office about Jim and Pam rough times. I don't know if it's the last season or not.
I closed it. I've just been having it on in the background, and I don't really even know. I know there's 9 seasons.
I do it all the time. I put The Office on in the background. It's just like my go-to back show.
Well, Carlin and I were watching it together, and then it came when Steve Carell left, she stopped caring because the show, in her eyes, just pew.
It does kind of tank. Not like unwatchable tank, but it does tank.
Yeah.
Well, nip slap.
Season 8. There you go. Okay. That's really it for me, I think, bud. I can't think of anything else worth noting that's happened. What about you? What you been up to?
I've been playing video games.
I play video game on the TV. What video game?
DC. Well,
I mean,
did I play any other game?
Yeah, you played some. What'd you play? You played the beta, bitch.
I did the Phantasy Star Online 2 beta this past weekend.
That's right.
So, which was really more of just here's the beta, but it's here's the beta for this new game coming to the West that's been out in Japan for 7 years. So it's not really a beta to actually test the game. It's just a test to make sure the servers are not going to tank.
Well, that's good. When does the game actually launch?
I'm just going to go ahead and look it up because I was told March or April, and I was also told that it's not going to be an Xbox exclusive game. It was the beta that was the exclusive.
I don't see why it would be Xbox exclusive.
I would see that because they need some exclusives. So it looks like it's going to be in a release in North America in spring of 2020. So, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff there. Let's see. They did talk about will be released in spring of 2020 for Windows PC and Xbox One. So I think it just might be only those two. Let's see. I'm looking at. Okay, that's all the way from like June of last year. That's so old.
So old.
Press releases from 5 days ago on Game Sutra. Continue to the site. Screw your ads. Let's see. Trying to see. And so, okay, it's just really just a press release. So it looks like there's no information really on what other consoles is going or platforms is going to. The internet did good on that front where they did some research about
the internet did good.
the internet did good. They found the manual to PSO2, and it says that it's coming to Steam.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's good.
Yeah, so it looks like there's an option for PC players after the game launches. To be fair, there's just not enough information in front of me that's saying that this is going to come to anything other than anything other than Xbox and PC. Let's see about the Western release. I'm looking on the Wikipedia. I'm trusting Wikipedia now.
Wait, we trust Wikipedia?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. And apparently there's like 6 episodes. There's like 6 DLCs for this bad boy. Woo!
Eric Cole says the internet is a blessing and a curse.
Oh, we're talking about Cursed one? Where's he at?
No.
Is he doing
not
good?
The cursed one. He's just a blessing in
He's
all by himself.
I know a guy named Cursed Blessing. So it looks like no plans for Europe, Middle East, or Africa. Game will feature crossplay between Xbox One and PC. So the beta was Xbox only, but it is going to be coming to Xbox One and PC, and it will have crossplay. And I believe someone told me it's going to be cross save as well.
Oh, cross save is dope, dude.
Yeah, that's really all I really wished for, and because I'm definitely going to be on the Xbox One. And not to be a dick, but as soon as they're like, oh, by the way, here it is on PC. What's that? Oh, here's cross save. So I can just transfer my shit from Xbox One to PC. Bye!
Yeah, man, let's be honest.
But
I find the I'm sorry, I'm taking cough drops, you guys, because your boy's
still got a little bit of that lime in there.
The coronavirus isn't all the way through my system yet. I still got a little coronavirus in there. No, cross save's always at this point, personally, Stevie B thinks that everything you should just be able to play what you want on what you want. But who am I? But
so PSO2 wasn't too bad. I got to like level 21 on one of my probably my main character. It's a 7-year-old game, so the graphics are very dated. One of the cool things that
even that dated. I watched it a little bit. I guess it did. I guess it was kind of dated.
It's pretty. It is pretty dated, and it's honestly not always a bad thing either. Because as soon as I loaded up my character, I immediately remembered what these graphics really look like on the GameCube, and it was like almost the same game. And that the GameCube version of Phantasy Star Online was like one of my favorites.
Oh, so you were like heaven.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a big PSO fan, and I've actually played the Japanese version because there's a way you could play it in America without a VPN and get some of it translated into English with a mod. I didn't get very far, but there was still a lot of broken English in there.
Without a VPN?
Without a VPN, yeah. It worked out pretty well. I didn't get very far in that either because it was really broken English. It wasn't really a polished thing, and that was a really great time playing that this weekend. The more big props to Sega, and I think Sega's the developer too. I can't really remember, but big props to them because, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern servers were just terrible. They were melting. No one was logging in. And then by they took the servers down by like midnight, 1 o'clock. The servers came back stable as hell, and people were playing.
Nice.
Yeah, so it did a really good job, and hopefully they did enough testing. I think they said there's going to be an open beta soon, and then the game will actually launch. So we're waiting for that. Raph wants to talk about Blue Protocol, which is another Japanese MMO that was just announced this week. It was going to have a global release. It is going to be released. But the beta as well is only in Japan.
This some more of that weeb shit?
Yeah, oh yeah, Blue Protocol is super weeb shit. Super weeb shit. Yeah, it's definitely weeb. It's weeb MMO. MMO weeb.
I like some weeb games. Like, what's the game I played on the Switch that I showed you? Oh, I don't remember. I played some Weeb game on the Switch I really enjoyed.
You did. I cannot remember what it was.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember now.
But yeah, I definitely recommend Raph. Send him a video of the Brew Protocol, and he'll weeb out in secret because that's how he rolls.
I'm just gonna come out one day and just be like, "Hey!" Okay. So, you good? Is that everything?
I think that's basically all I got.
That's basically all.
I'm a quiet guy.
There's a quiet guy. Okay. So, that being said, before we get into the new game releases, this is the part where I harass everyone watching on YouTube and tell them that you can actually catch this live and join in on the conversation. Hold on, am I pointing the right way? Down there? Is that?
Nope.
No, down there.
There you go.
There you go. You can join in on the conversation right down there at twitch.tv/nerdsoftheapocalypse. We are streaming every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, talking all the video game news. And you can talk with us, too. It'll be fun. So that's it. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Just come check us out live if you can. Tuesdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Trex, what's coming out this week?
Coming up this week in video games, Yakuza 5 Remastered for PS4 on February 11th. Darksburg, Steam Early Access on PC, February 12th. Necronator, Dead Wrong, Steam Early Access, PC, February 13th. Florence on PC and Switch, February 13th. Daemon X Machina, PC on February 13th. You may remember that name because that is actually also released on the Switch. It released on the Switch first, and now it's coming to PC. Darksiders Genesis, PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch, February 14th. Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate, PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on February 14th. Street Fighters 5 Champion Edition, PC, PS4, February 14th. And Dreams on PS4, February 14th. This is a game that we've that's been at E3 a couple of times, and it's a good storyteller. It's a very good storytelling, make your own story kind of a game.
Dream a dream, you can make it if you see. Take it from me. That was a song on Dance Dance Revolution. Me and Showtime used to have the dance pads on the PS2 game. I just remember that one.
Did you
Dream a
now?
Dream by Captain Jack. Dream a dream, making me scream. That's
that one random memory just flooded in.
It did. It filled me up. Sorry, I had to let it out. I had to let it out. I never had those pads. Okay, maybe I had them. Showtime's talking on the NotA Twitch channel. Maybe I had those pads, or maybe our friend Eric had those pads. I think I had them actually. I think I just started at GameStop and brought them home. We definitely played that game. Well, actually, I don't know if Showtime played it. I think me and Eric played it. Showtime was definitely around though. Rob, hello. How's it going? How you doing, Rob?
It's gonna turn out that, like, you know what, Showtime wasn't even there. You know, I think he was just not even there.
He was definitely there. Okay. All right. So in the beginning of the week, or the first, let me speak English. Let me try again. Shit. The first game report of the month is this game report. We always go over the free games available to us this month on the Xbox and the PlayStation. Okay. There. I got the words out of my mouth. Final. Okay, and so, whoa. Oh. The site started playing the video and it like blew my eardrums wide open.
I'm really mad that GameSpot doesn't believe in, night mode.
I know, right? All right, so some pretty good games on Xbox. We got the TT Isle of Man. Well, first of all, some good games. I don't know what TT Isle of Man is. I guess this is a motocross game.
It's a moto thing.
Motorcycle, okay. And then that's all month. And then starting February 16th, March 15th, you get Call of Cthulhu, which isn't that bad. And then their previous platform games for the 360 is Fable Heroes. I never played Fable Heroes. Did you ever play that?
I never played any Fable.
You never played any Fable at all?
Any.
That's a good series.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because when it came out, World of Warcraft.
Oh.
I threw consoles away!
fuck you consoles. I'm in. Oh, I can't believe I just forgot
Azeroth.
the overworld of World of Warcraft.
You're in Azeroth.
Azeroth. Oh my god. How did I forget Azeroth, bro? It's Azeroth. How did I forget that?
It's okay. That DDR memory kind of flooded everything.
I know. And Star Wars Battlefront on the original Xbox. That's actually pretty good.
Okay, see, that's the reason okay.
Yeah,
Side note.
that's it. That's the only good part about it. That's what I got excited about seeing. Everything else, I'm kind of like, man.
Hold on. Side note, I had to get Xbox Live Gold in order to play the PSO2 beta. So,
yeah.
big middle finger to you, Microsoft, on that. But I was very irresponsible because I knew I was also going to play the game. And I thought it was only going to come on Xbox One first. So I got 3 months of Xbox Live Ultimate.
Holy shit, dude. Well, at least you can get Fable Heroes.
No, it's definitely going to be Star Wars Battlefront. Like, let's do this, bro.
I wonder if you can still play online. If you can still play online, I'd stream it. That'd be fun. I think only Battlefront 2 is on Steam, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Battlefront 1 was the shit. I'll play it. I play that shit so much. Yeah, we'll set it up. February 16th to 29th.
How do I pull up Xbox now?
Well, you can't download till the 16th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the second half of the month. And it's I don't know if hopefully the servers are still live. I mean, I don't know if they are. Mary said I like the Fable games. Fable games are really good. I enjoyed all. Well, I take it back. Fable. I don't know, man.
Wasn't there one that was really bad? Was it 4?
I'm gonna take this back because the only one that I actually really loved from start to finish was probably Fable 1. All the other ones gave me something of like what they talked about, but I don't know. One of them ended really bad, and I think it was Fable 3. Like there was no like big battle or anything; it just ended. Very good. So I don't know, but all in all, they're pretty good. But Fable 1 is definitely the best, without a doubt. All right, so now we got our PlayStation titles. Oh, Trex left. Are you good, bud? I didn't even notice he was gone. Well, it's just me now, boys.
No, sorry, my mom called. I was trying to throw the phone to Carlin.
It's okay. All right, can you switch us over to the PlayStation games, bud?
Yeah.
All right, so in this month, the free play. Did I forget the PlayStation link? No, I didn't. It's right there. I didn't have the right link myself. Okay. Oh. I have Admiral. Okay. Sorry. I can't see the website. 1 second. I apologize. Everybody! It wouldn't be the game port if there wasn't at least one technical difficulty. Am I right?
What?
What? See? Trex gets it. Okay.
So for PlayStation Plus games for February. They're out.
That's right. BioShock the Collection. Oh, I thought it was just BioShock 1. BioShock the Collection. Pretty dope. BioShock the Collection on PS4. Is this for the whole month? Yep. The Sims 4? That's pretty good, right? I mean, if you're into that kind of thing.
I get.
Yes. I was getting that. Why did you scroll down and ruin it? And then, of course, this is pretty dope.
Because you were done with Sims 4. Fuck Sims 4.
Yeah. Firewall Zero Hour. It's probably one of the best PSVR games. It's very dope. It's like Call of Duty, sort of. Well, no, I take it back. It's more like Rainbow Six. It's a lot more like Rainbow Six. But it's still a lot of fun. And it's a free game. So
shit.
If you have PSVR and you have the PlayStation Now, pick that shit up.
Shit, I don't think I have PlayStation Plus anymore.
Well, I mean, you got a month to get it, buddy.
Okay.
I got it. Ari says, buying Sims so R and I can live together.
No. She says love together. She knows what the fuck she did.
Oh, live too. No, live and love together. Both those things that they're doing is living and loving. And so there you go. All right, so those are your free games. I just like to go over those. It's fun to talk about what they come out with because sometimes they're shit and sometimes they're good. And I feel like this month it's kind of in the middle.
I'm happy they added a PSVR game to it, and a popular one at that.
I think that if it wasn't, I think the saving graces are definitely Battlefront and Firewall there are. But free is free. Well, I guess not because you're paying for the monthly fee for the system. But whatever. There you go. All right. So what's first up on the agenda tonight? We're saving the two big ones for last, right? So
what would you count as big?
Well, the BioWare and the Anthem update and the WarCraft 3 Reforged. I say WarCraft 3 for last because that's going to be a good laugh.
Is that what I forgot to open? Oh shit, I forgot to open that.
Oh heavens. Oh.
Nope. I forgot to add Anthem. Whoops. But the first thing coming up is Nvidia's GeForce Now is finally out of beta and challenges Google Stadia at $5 a month.
It's not much of a fight, you know what I'm saying? Sorry.
So let me say this as well, that not only is the GeForce Now wanting to come be a competitor to Google Stadia, this whole stream is running through GeForce Now. What? Mind blown. Okay, no, it's not. I'm just joking.
I'm about to say, you fucking lying. or you didn't tell me about it. I'm kind of pissed off. All right. Okay. That's good.
Blow your mind, bro.
I know, dude.
Okay, so it's exactly what you think. It's Nvidia, one of the best video card companies out there. They have created their own cloud-based gaming service, and
everybody's doing it. Fuck it.
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna get over to Xbox about that shit too. So with GeForce Now, it's just like Google Stadia. You need a strong internet connection in order to actually play your games through the cloud. And it's not anything that's going to be installed on your device. It's actually also connected to your computer. Now, I've actually been doing some testing with it, and I've actually used it. And I am proud to say, I was this close on playing World of Warcraft on my tablet.
Nice.
I was so close.
Rapprod says, Google will get the notification of having a competitor in 3 weeks due to input lag. Well, I can't keep pushing the air horn. Like
your throat's down, huh? So, and the only reason I was that close was because of the Bluetooth keyboard. The game wouldn't recognize my Bluetooth keyboard to actually do the WASD, but only if I open up the on-screen keyboard, then it recognized my Bluetooth keyboard. So, a little bit of kink here and there. But I was.
Are you even really playing live? You're not playing with the on-screen keyboard?
Wow.
You should be able to hotkey that shit, no problem, buddy.
No, it just doesn't know the game. So let me also say this as well, that there's not all the games are available to work with GeForce Now. There are a select few that are immediate, like Destiny 2 and The Division.
But doesn't this pull from your PC, like your Steam library or something?
That's also what I found out about it as well, because so you can add your entire Steam. So when you're on the GeForce Now program, you have to search for the programs. I had to search for World of Warcraft. I had to search for Battle.net. I had to search for The Division. If you search for Steam, log in with your Steam account, you have access to your entire library.
Okay, this one goes out of Google Stadia.
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did.
I mean, $5 a month, and you don't have to buy the games. You already bought them on Steam, bitch. Come on, this is a no-hitter quitter. It's done. It's done. This already destroys Google Stadia.
Yeah.
Come on.
Now
Steam library, bro. Fuck.
Now understand.
Has a Steam library.
Hold on.
Especially cursed.
Don't get too hyped about it, because even though you do have your Steam library, not all your games can run through GeForce Now.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
But your main titles can, right? Your big ones out recently, I guess, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I can play The Witcher on it.
Can I play Resident Evil 2 Remake?
I would have to open up my Steam and find out. Well, I don't have it,
That's
but
it.
Yeah.
That's all it takes, son.
Now, but the best part about this too is you can actually sign up and get a 90-day free trial.
Oh fuck! God.
Before you have to pay the $5 a month.
What, dude? Like Nvidia. No, I'm not gonna say that because that was an emotional movie. I was gonna say, I'm gonna say it. Nvidia is the Russian. And,
yeah. So just right here, unlike Google, Sony, and Microsoft's offerings, Nvidia has a different pitch. It's your existing library of PC games that you can now play anywhere, instead of having to buy new games and/or subscribe to a Netflix-like category. Nvidia supports Steam, the Epic Game Store, Battle.net, and Uplay, and it runs instances of each for you in the cloud. You can log into your accounts, download many of your existing purchases near instantly to your cloud desktop, sync your old save games, and pick up where you left off in a couple of minutes. At most, no patches necessary.
Dude, Nvidia is the Russian from Rocky 4. And Google Stadia is Apollo Creed, buddy.
Yep. Now it also comes down here. It also gives a little bit of more information too. Either way, so you'll need to have a 15 megabyte per second connection or better. 30
That's not even that bad.
30 megabytes per second if you want 1080p at 60 frames per second streaming. And 50 megabytes per second is what Nvidia suggests for the best experience. There is no 4K or 1080p 120 options yet.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not really. I mean, it's not that 4K and 120. Like you're still playing. You're playing like most people play, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I guess some people play consoles in 4K. It might be in 4K, but I mean, you're playing like most people play at that point. Especially on PC. And it's available right now. Like you can sign up for this free trial right now.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, oh boy!
Like I mean, I was at work on my lunch break.
I can play this on my phone.
Yeah. So also with the GeForce app, again, it supports, if your device supports Bluetooth technology, like everything should, you can plug in a Bluetooth mouse, your Switch controller, which is a Bluetooth controller. You can plug in your mouse as well, mouse and keyboard support. But if you don't have those options, you can also get the on-screen controller mode. So you have your thumbsticks and your A, B, X, Y buttons on there.
Fuck. It's not in the App Store. Is it on Apple?
Yeah, it's just called GeForce now. It should be on Apple.
GeForce. Okay.
Let me. Oh no. I'm sorry. Look away. I'm sorry. Let's see. You playing PC on a weak Windows laptop, MacBook, Shield TV, set top, or Android phone instead. There's no iPhone or iPad support planned, but Nvidia says it will bring a web RTC version to Chromebooks towards the end of Q1, which potentially opens the door to web browsers too. Sorry, buddy. Do you mind hitting that button?
What you say? Oh, that you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? That's just what we need. You decided this. What you say? What did she say?
Bullshit, man! What the hell? Dude, God, man, fuck. Nah, the xCloud's the same way, man. I can play xCloud right. You know what? I think I'm gonna get an Android. There's okay for xCloud and this to both not be on the fucking Apple App Store. It has to be fucking Apple, dude. We gotta have a Nards the Apocalypse investigation report. xCloud isn't on there, and this isn't on there. There's got to be a fucking reason why.
I did not know the xCloud's not coming to Apple.
Yes, well, okay, so it's they haven't said it's not coming to Apple, but like this whole preview program that's going on right now, it's on everything. Like it's on Android. That's it. I can't.
Do you
fucking
think that's because it's in like this beta test model that Apple doesn't want to include it because it's not a finalized product?
I mean, we gotta figure this out. We're gonna fucking shelve this, and we're gonna fucking talk about it next week. I gotta find this out. This is really pissing me off, dude. Like, oh my gosh, I'm about to tweet at Apple. Apple, what the fuck?
But there was also another article that I read earlier
I
this
just got a
week.
new case for the phone too.
Because it's now true, this GeForce article came from last week. Because I definitely wanted to talk about it and kept it on the show. But there was also another article that came out this week saying that thanks to Nvidia GeForce, you could actually buy like a weak ass Windows-based computer and now have a gaming laptop with no cost.
That's pretty dope. That's really dope.
I mean, you could go to Walmart, pick up I will tell you now, go ahead, pick up a Walmart-based computer for like $300-400. Get the GeForce now, and you have yourself a gaming laptop. All you need is that good net.
Like, think about that too. They have web browser support for Chromebooks. Like, think about how much a fucking Chromebook costs, dude.
Yeah, and Chromebooks are useless.
Yeah, they're not about to be in a minute.
Chromebooks are literally about to see a surge in sales because you're just going to use it nothing but gaming.
Elena uses it for school. I'm going to be like, I'm going to have to... Thanks, bro. What for? Well,
so with our knowledge, with our knowledge of at the moment with Google Stadia, with what we know about xCloud, like what did Nvidia just bring to the table?
It's almost like one is consumer friendly and one isn't. Huh. It's almost like being consumer friendly is the way to go. Huh.
I mean, for the pure fact that we just get to utilize our own existing games, our own existing libraries. I
got to be honest with you, dude. I was actually I was talking to a guy at work about this. Because that's why I was looking at my text message earlier. Hold on. He got, and he's not really into game much at all. Like he's big into PC stuff.
Yeah.
He's our network admin. But he started using Shadow Tech. He said that's really good too. But again, that utilizes the stuff you already have. Okay.
Yes.
The fact that Google Stadia was trying to like create its own network with when crossplay isn't as big as it fucking should be right now, right? Like the fact that I got Borderlands 3 on Google Stadia, I can only play with and like you get Google Stadia, dude. How many people you know are gonna also get Google Stadia? Bro? There's not. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick about it. Like,
I mean, we only know one Canadian so far. I still want it because I'm a tech guy, and I'm putting a lot of faith into Google that I really shouldn't. But I'm a techie, so just the technology of it, I want. But now that literally Nvidia came into my labs, like, hey, Mike, we got this. Oh, Nvidia, what do you have here? What? My existing library of games? What?
I know, like just that. Oh my god, this is. I mean, it's the one thing Google Stadia doesn't have, man. And like, even with xCloud, right? Like xCloud lets you get your Xbox games, so it's like, oh gosh. And then it's like, it's full price on Google Stadia, but like I don't know why the games wouldn't be a full price, like because you're buying the games. But they're man, you can't just you can't just like make a new platform. I feel like I'm trying to put these words together. I'm not good with words. Speak words, mouth come. Okay, so listen. I feel like it was almost arrogant of them to think that so many people would adopt this new console. It's almost like they're launching like the Google box, you know, like the next, or the Google Circle. I don't know, whatever the fuck they call it. And they would expect everyone to just be on board. And it's something so people are apprehensive about, right? Like cloud gaming has failed time and time again, right? So I'm not saying that they don't have the technology to support it, but it's like they really had that stigma behind them. and then to all see Nvidia, right? Look, that stigma's behind them. Hey, try it for 3 months for free. To try it out. Oh, and your Steam library, we got it. Boom. And so so no one is afraid to try this, dude. Everyone's gonna try this, and there's gonna be so many people that are like, "Fuck it, $5 a month, I'm good," And then Nvidia doesn't have to worry about like its own fucking. I don't know if they have a game store or not. I mean, maybe they do, right? You can buy games. I don't know.
No, Nvidia does not.
Okay, so then they're only like managing a small portion. They're not trying to manage like a game server and like hosting games and stuff like that. It's like stuff that you already own. So I don't know. It just, oh man.
Yeah, the only thing GeForce Now offers is just a list of games that does support GeForce Now. Like when I'm trying to, I'm opening it up right now, and immediately featured Fortnite, Darksiders Genesis, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Dead by Daylight, and I mean Astroneer, Deep Rock Galactic, Dark Souls, My Time in Portia. It's literally showing me right underneath it Steam. Okay, it's literally showing me Epic Game Store. So if anything, it's going to take you, and even when you press play, it immediately says, "Hey, you need to own this game. Do you own this game? If you do, then you can play it. If not, it will take you to the store in order for you to buy it."
There you go.
So I mean, it's basically it's a middleman. It's exactly the middleman that you would want for your cloud-based gaming. It's not even a store.
Right. So it's better. It's better in almost every conceivable way.
Yep. And one of the key features about this too for the other games is and the reason why it works well with Steam and Epic Game Store and all that stuff is because it registers by cloud-based saves. If your save file is in the cloud, you can. That's why it says you can pick it right back up.
Yeah, I found that when I got this new computer and reloaded my saves, I didn't have to reload my save. I was like, oh man, my save is already here. I didn't realize that Steam kind of does it automatically. I guess I had that set and didn't realize it. So
yeah, that's the beauty of Steam is Steam has their cloud-based saves on there, and you just pick up any computer and go. And the same features here for GeForce Now. But yeah, I think Nvidia kind of nailed this out the park, and they just gotta keep working on making sure it basically is just good over the Wi-Fi, over the internet. But I mean, I can tell you now, like again, if I can play my World of Warcraft on my tablet, woo.
So butthurt right now.
We gotta send a tweet to Apple, man.
I'm so butthurt. Excuse me. So butthurt.
Oh, I think he's on call.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm cleaning my nose.
you're what?
I'm cleaning my nose. I don't want everybody to see.
Oh, you're cleaning your boogies?
I got a bogey, yes, sir.
Hey, Carlin, he's got a bogey.
Oh God! Good. Announce it to everybody.
Yeah, a bat hanger. A bat in the hanger.
For a second, did I get it? Hold on, did I get it? Did I get it? Is it gone? Did I get it? This is my fetish. Oh God. Nice. Okay.
Any last minute thoughts on GeForce Now?
No, I love this. The only thing I don't like about it is it's not available on Apple, and I have a big fucking feeling that it's Nvidia is not the fucking reason.
We'll talk about getting you an Android phone. The S20 was just announced.
Listen, at this point, I don't know. I'm up for free. I gotta get past that. Look, it's a whole big thing.
Okay,
Figure it out.
Moving on.
Tell me why, Trex. The PS5 price reveal is going to be difficult for me, but genius for Sony. Tell me about that.
Well, as this article from ccn.com that I've honestly never heard of, but, internets, So the PS5 website has launched, but there is no price. There is no features.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't want to tell you.
It's basically, I haven't even looked at the website, so I can only imagine it's just a splash page that has the PS5 logo and it says, maybe soon.
It's like Sony stop. It's like it's almost embarrassing. It's like,
So Sony revealed that it hasn't determined the price of the PS5 yet. The company said it's very difficult to price it. And the decision will likely upset gamers who are using price to choose between the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Once again, what's the price of the Xbox Series X?
$500.
$500.
That's gonna be bad. If it's gonna upset people, then we're talking $550, probably $600. It's more than likely $600.
Yeah.
$600, dude.
So that's basically the big thing, and we just don't know the price. We don't even know the features inside it. I think at this point we know everything that's inside the Xbox Series X. We know that thing deep.
Deep.
But if we've gone through what those dev kits that have come out, and also what the speculation on the specs were at the beginning, that the Xbox Series X and the PS5, they're basically almost using the same chipset. Almost everything inside is almost close to identical, but pretty sure in Microsoft fashion, they're still going to support native 4K.
Yeah.
And Sony will not. But we're 4 months away from E3?
3. I don't know. Is there a release date for it? Because sometimes it's in May, sometimes it's in June. So yeah. But Sony's not going to be at E3. Remember, they made that big fucking deal.
Yeah, they're never really there. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a Sony conference.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have, what do they call it now? It's not a conference. They call
it's the Play Live or something.
The state of play.
State of Play.
That's right. I think right now the only actual company that's gonna have that's a console and it's gonna have their own press conference at E3 is Microsoft. And doesn't Microsoft? Don't they even actually? They don't really do it. They do it across the street or some shit like that.
Yeah, so it's not really at E3. It's technically during E3, but it's at a theater down the road sometimes.
Yeah. So there you go. But either way, they still promote it as there. Either way, the state of play will happen around. I don't know. I say it's gonna happen around E3, but they might be like, oh, fucking April, here we go. I don't know. I gotta have something, man, because they made this big deal about a reveal. Last time we talked about this before, and it was just like the fucking name of the console, and they showed us the logo, like it's officially PlayStation 5, and here's what the logo looks like. Sweet, like we didn't know that was what the logo was gonna look like. That's dope. It's frustrating. But $600, man. Let me ask you this legitimately: would you buy a PlayStation 5 for $600?
Bro, I'm still trying to figure out if I want to spend $600 on an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Harlan says no, so clearly I'm definitely getting a PlayStation.
I mean, I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm on the. Well, I don't know. I think I'm on the Series X bandwagon just for you guys, for the stream and stuff, so we can talk about it. And maybe do like an unboxing and we can like stream the setup and stuff like that. I think it's the only reason why I'm on board with the Series X, man. Like I don't know. With everything like gonna be playable for a while. Well, probably with Xbox, I think it's gonna be playable permanently, but I don't know. Oh.
I'm trying to find the next date, if they've even given it for 2020. Because I could have sworn that we were supposed to get another State of Play or another Sony press conference like this month.
No, they haven't said anything yet. They just had one.
Well, fine. Yeah, so We don't know anything about the PS5 yet, and I honestly think that we won't get anything until the state of play happens, either during E3 or maybe even before it. But yeah, I think the only conferences we're gonna get from E3 are, once again, it's gonna be Ubisoft, Square Enix, Microsoft, definitely Devolver Digital. No way you're missing that cocaine fest of a conference.
No, it's fun. And as usual, we'll be here for as much as we can. So we streamed the whole thing last year. So but between all of us. All right. So with that being said, tell me why Xbox might be making outlandish claims, Trex.
Coming here from BBC News.
Oh my fucking
god. Xbox says Nintendo and Sony no longer main rivals.
God.
Oh, don't raspberry me, woman.
We'll see if we can keep.
Do you want to do it, Stevie B?
No, I'm enjoying this too much.
She is literally raspberry me from the other room. So I read this, and I read the headline. It's like, whoa, Xbox, you're like, what? But then I read the article and I completely understand.
Yeah,
so
even when I first saw this, I was like, take it easy.
So Phil Spencer, Microsoft head of gaming, that Phil Spencer.
He single-handedly saved the Xbox brand.
So he has stated that Microsoft no longer sees PlayStation, PlayStation, Sony, and Nintendo as the biggest competition for Xbox platform. He now says that he now considers Amazon and Google as the top rivals because of their cloud computing infrastructure. Oh, apparently she has a phone call.
Is cloud gaming the future? Might be.
I also read, side note, read an article that apparently Amazon was at one point probably going to sell the technology that built Twitch. They were going to sell the actual the infrastructure that made Twitch to whoever. They were going to sell it.
To who?
I don't know. They were just like, hey, we were one time thinking about selling the infrastructure. What actually made Twitch. So apparently they're not anymore, but you never know.
Yeah, I know, dude. Okay, go ahead.
So while oh my God, woo, this dude right here. So he told Protocol, when you talk about Nintendo and Sony, we have a ton of respect for them, but we see Amazon and Google as the main competitors going forward. Not to disrespect Nintendo and Sony, but the traditional gaming companies are somewhat out of position.
Oh, God. Fail!
So because Xbox is moving itself over to the xCloud into cloud gaming itself, Amazon, which not really sure, I'm pretty sure they're looking at the more of the, like I said, the cloud computing infrastructure, and then even with Google's technology, they're seemingly the biggest competitors to them until you meet Nvidia. Let's go ahead and add Nvidia now to that category.
I know. I wonder why that wasn't mentioned. That's interesting. Maybe they didn't know. I don't know. I find it hard to believe that they didn't know. I don't know. That's interesting to me.
Yeah. So they've. I want to say that he talked more about it. That. I could have sworn I saw him say that basically Nintendo and Sony are out of the loop on what gamers want.
Heavens.
Because they're not looking towards a future which is cloud gaming. They're stuck in that disc world. That's me paraphrasing a lot. That's just me also whatever. Yeah, so here it is. That's not to disrespect Nintendo or Sony, but the traditional gaming companies are somewhat out of position. That's what I just said. I guess this is what basically I took it as, just a big middle finger. It's like, hey, get your shit together. Do better, I guess. So, Project xCloud is definitely going to be a huge thing coming up to bring the Xbox platform to multiple mobile devices for gaming. where Sony and Nintendo don't really have that. Nintendo, as family as they are, they're probably going to stick to their guns and just stick with, hey, we have the Switch. And there was also an article that came out last week that said that Nintendo said that the Switch has more to offer. There's apparently like some more plans that the Switch can do that they haven't implemented yet.
What does that mean?
I don't
What
know,
is
but
that?
I mean that Ring
Probably
Adventure
next
is pretty hot though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, we also remember, I mean, it even says here, Sony has offered its PlayStation Now cloud gaming service since 2014, letting gamers stream more than 700 titles to a PS4 console to PC. However, it currently streams games at 720p resolution, which is lower quality than the full 1080p. Okay, why did you even have that after the comma? Did anyone else feel like they didn't know that 720p resolution is lower quality than a 1080p high definition?
I think anybody reading this article would know that, but I don't know. I mean, it's...
Which you pointed to me that it is expected Sony will use Microsoft's Azure cloud service to power a revamped version of its PlayStation streaming service in the future.
Pacific Press is gasp. I know. Listen, no, I talked about this because I actually just did a class in my job learning about these Azure cloud services. Fucking crazy. Like, Microsoft can essentially make like high-powered PCs for people from a fucking server. Like it's absolutely insane. And so if Sony does this right and PlayStation now kicks off, it's like fuck it, like it's a WW, right? Like it's like you're playing XCloud, Microsoft, bang bang. You're playing fucking PlayStation now, Microsoft, blang blang. You know, I don't like, ugh. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, these are cloud services is fucking crazy. And,
there is a quote here. I'll read two of them. It is so with cloud service, and they actually did mention that on Tuesday, gaming hardware maker Nvidia officially launched the GeForce Now streaming service after months of testing. It says here, it is aimed at existing gaming PC users that want access to their games on screens away from their PCs, and also those gamers that don't have access to a gaming PC, says Pierre Harden-Rolls of the IHS Market Consultancy. Google has faced criticism for its lack of supported games, so Nvidia's service, which currently supports instant play of over 300 of the most popular free and premium PC titles, is a significant competitive threat.
Let's read some comments here. Rap Prime says, spits out drink, hold the phone. Microsoft, the folks who got such backlash about digital games is saying the others are out of touch by offering disk access, not focusing on cloud-based. Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, Microsoft knew it was going to happen before it happened. So, yeah. Second part, I said cloud-based gaming doesn't get me excited at all, honestly. Not with how internet services set up here in the U.S. That is a very good point.
Yes.
You've seen what I've dealt with in my fucking, like it goes out constantly. It seems like it only seems to go out when I want to start streaming. Like fuck. But that's a good point. I feel like probably for the next gen, at least. Cloud-based gaming is going to be I don't want to say gimmick. I want to say like a really sort of how VR is now, like a fucking amazing secondary, but it's still not going to beat out any kind of hardware form for a while. Like people have to get used to it and adapted to it. And you're right, until like internet gets good everywhere, not everyone will be able to do that. There's some people that only have 5 or 10 megabytes down, and they won't be able to fucking do that. So
yeah.
But
now, also, I want to also bring this up because since we are talking about Xbox, I didn't bring up the article, but Phil Spencer also did come out in an interview stating retracting some statements he made about VR support for Xbox. I don't know if you saw this article or not, but basically, we all remember from December, Phil was like, no to VR. No one plays it.
People got hot about this. I
Very
love
hot.
VR. Now let's to be fair.
To be fair.
I I don't play it that much. You really like. I really have to be like in the biggest thing about playing on the VR, right, is that
There's a lot of setup time.
Yeah, it's a lot of setup time, and it takes me out of the room. Like so I mainly game at night, right? This is generally when I game when the family's asleep. So I play things here and there if they're awake, but a lot of times, if I'm really laser focused, it's because it's night. And most of the time, either they're in the back of the house, they're asleep. I just get fucking weirded out, dude. Like, all I can think about is just like being in the VR and just taking a knife to the chest IRL from someone like robbing the house. I know that sounds crazy. Maybe it's just my own anxiety. Like
That's a huge anxiety.
Yeah, like I normally when I play the VR, it's over the summer, and Elena's in the room with me. Like I always have her in the room with me, like just playing on the Switch or something. It makes me feel way more comfortable when I'm playing VR. I know that sounds really crazy, but I just feel like I can't protect the house if I can't hear or see anything. I don't know. It's fucking weird, right? Because I wear these fucking big ass headphones. I don't know. It just freaks me out. So I do enjoy it though. I love playing VR, but that anxiety kicks in pretty hard. VR is incredible, and I think it's only going, forward. It's only going to advance, and I'm pretty soon we're going to have cloud-based gaming VR. So.
Ooh, Jesus Lord. But no, Phil Spencer wanted to make sure he retracted a little bit, saying that he respects everyone who's working in VR, and Microsoft is, of course, paying attention to that industry side to see exactly where it's actually going. He doesn't want VR to fail. He wants it to go bigger and better, and honestly give them a reason to jump into the VR spectrum. But he wanted to assure the reason he made those statements was he wanted to assure people that Microsoft was focusing on what they can do. And he was focusing on the Xbox Series X. That's what they were focusing on. He wasn't wanting to focus on bringing a whole new UI to the Xbox Live platform to support VR when honestly there might not be any. I mean, we all remember the Microsoft HoloLens that was introduced to us many E3s ago. That's not even mentioned or talked about anymore.
I actually used one. Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you used that at work, right?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. We got like a test for him. Like our purchaser guy got a test, and I played some of the games on it. It wasn't VR. It was augmented reality.
Yeah.
Which was fucking cool. Like it scans the room. And then, like, all of a sudden, these, like, alien creatures started bursting through the wall. And, like, I had to shoot them. It was pretty fucking cool. And I had to shoot them like this, right? Like, this was my gun. I know that's very weird. But, like, it detected my hand. And every time I did this, it shot a laser out. So, I mean, it was...
I peeked your head. I peeked it. Pew, pew. Oh, my God, what have I done?
That's and, but when I did it, the accuracy is what got me. It's like it was spot on. Like nothing. In VR, a lot of times when you play it, especially PSVR, you have to, kind of constantly.
Why, yes, I of course know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and with this thing, it was just like bam, 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 like not a problem. So I enjoyed it. Oh, because I play with my hands. I'm sorry.
No, with the PlayStation VR, when you're using it, your hands just start.
Oh, they do. That's right. I can't. I always want to sit up close, but when I sit up close, it veers to the right. So I always have to like sit back. I'm not used to sitting back. I'm used to sitting close to the TV. So at this point, I'm used to sitting at the computer. So yeah. All right. So there you go. Cowboys gaming. All right, Trex. So now let's Trex. Tell me what Casey Hudson had to tell us.
Casey Hudson, the BioWare general manager, made a nice little post on the BioWare blog talking about Anthem.
Oh, good.
For all the long-time listeners of the Game Report know about Anthem because we haven't been doing this for a year, have we?
We what? Streamed it?
I mean, we talked a lot about Anthem, but it had to be like during the summer of last.
Yeah, I mean, we played it. We played it for the first month it came out.
You did. I definitely was there more for at least the first 3.
It might have been the.
No,
I mean,
you were there for the month because we got that free month.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
but we played it a lot.
Yes,
and like
we did.
I really, really tried. Like I really tried. Honestly, I did. And so did everybody else.
Yeah.
But like, I really wanted this game to succeed. Because I mean, at the end of the day, right? Everything wrong with this game. At its core, the gameplay was fucking phenomenal. Okay,
it's great, so great.
And I never like got bored launching it as a mech, right?
Nope.
What you get bored with is just doing the same shit and fighting the same things, and they're being like feeling like it's empty. And I don't know, man. There's so many fucking things. I don't want to get into it, but it just. And then when you read that article from Kotaku, I think we talked about that article on Kotaku here.
Yes, we did.
I think it was one of our first game reports. And when you found out that video at E3 that they showed for the announcement was it, like it was a video, and that was it. That's the only thing they've done with them. They haven't even fucking started developing the game yet. And everybody at BioWare was like, "Well, fuck us, I guess." Like, and like the just the shit show that was behind this game, like. I don't know. And this article, just give us a brief synopsis of what Casey's telling us here before we go on.
So we are coming up close to the 1-year anniversary of Anthem's launch, and after the game launched, yes, it was definitely a shit show, and the game produced a roadmap that they wanted to try their best to follow, but it was not going to be followed. They had to push back the biggest content, which was Cataclysm. They had to push that back. Cataclysm then turned out to be a time-based event, so it was only going to last like some odd weeks or so. So it wasn't really going to be permanent content, which is really the big thing that really hurt Anthem was there was just no content to run unless you had a replay, and replaying it just became really bad. So then they introduced a new style of content they called seasons, where for a few weeks you had different objectives, different goals to unlock gear, unlock weapons, and the good thing about them too is they still kept updating the game. They worked on stability, they worked on performance, but ultimately it was still not what the game that we all paid money for, and it was an unfinished game. So now with year 1 coming up, it's a nice little birthday. Casey Hudson was nice enough to create a blog post to tell us an update on what's going on. And for the roughness of it, they know they screwed up. They know it did not reach to the par that it wanted to. And this was BioWare, as they say, a game that represented a big leap into new territory for us as a studio. Even I asked it before, it's like, what new territory? Is it the MMO aspect? Because you have BioWare Austin, who's created Star Wars The Old Republic, which is a still long-lasting, this year, 9-year-old game, and it's still around. What new territory are we looking at here? So it had to be a different studio in a different location that obviously they either didn't go to BioWare Austin or they didn't listen to how to create this MMO process or even try to figure out if it wanted to be a Destiny 2 clone or not. But either way, game development is hard. I'm not going to knock that out anything. It's a very hard thing to do. But the developers definitely worked to give us something, and what they gave us was a solid gameplay mechanic. Absolutely beautiful. It's just everything that's needed to have fun with that gameplay is not there. So in this paragraph, over the last year, the team has worked hard to improve stability, performance, and general quality of life while they're delivering 3 seasons of new content and features. We have also heard your feedback that Anthem needs to be a more satisfying loot experience, better long-term progression, and a more fulfilling in-game. So we recognize that there's still more fundamental work to be done to bring out the full potential of the experience, and it will require a more substantial reinvention than an update or expansion. Over the coming months, we will be focusing on a longer-term redesign of the experience, specifically working to reinvent the core gameplay loop with clear goals, motivating challenges, and progression with meaningful rewards, while preserving the fun of flying and fighting in a vast science fantasy setting. And to do that properly, we'll be doing something we like to have done more of the first time around, giving a focused team the time to test and iterate, focusing on gameplay first.
You mean like basic fucking game development? Like, I don't understand this, dude. Like, what you're supposed to do? Like, I don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
The game should have not been released last year.
No, not even fucking a little bit. And
and because of all this, we as gamers who bought it day 1, month 1, month 2, month 3, anything that you bought this game in the last year, you have paid basically almost full price, maybe a couple of sales, of buying into a beta test of the game.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Without even really saying that is a beta version. It was released as a AAA title with a AAA price, and we did not get the AAA experience. We got the beta test experience. So it also gets more kicking the balls here, or platoons. In the meantime, we will continue to run the current version of Anthem. They're not going to shut it down, but they're going to move away from full seasons as the team works towards the future of Anthem. We'll keep the game going with events, store refreshes, and revisiting past seasonal and Cataclysm content, starting with their anniversary towards the end of the month. So they, again, are not shutting the game down. They're going to keep it going. There is going to be no new content.
No, they're just going to put out the shit they've already put out last year. Because it's just fucking restarting from last year, essentially.
Which, to be fair, for the folks of us who didn't actually play any of that season stuff or Cataclysm content, this is your chance to kind of at least experience it, which I'm raising my hand, I'm probably going to do. Maybe not on stream. I don't want you guys to know. But you at least will actually get a chance to look at that old season, look at the old content, and probably even get some of that old gear and rewards. But I've seen this before, and I have experience on this because it happened with DC Universe Online. When they announced that they were coming to the Switch, there was a heavy buffer of no content coming out, no real big updates or anything, because they were all solely working on the Switch launch. And then when the Switch launched, business was back up in order. So Anthem players need to be preparing themselves because you're going to have this drought of rehashed content. And if you want to play it, cool. If not, understandable. Go play something else. That's what happens for gamers.
Bro, are there any Anthem players still fucking out there?
Un momento, por favor, because I still follow Anthem, the game, on Twitch. And there are currently 53 viewers.
Okay. Golden Dodge as heavy is an understatement.
Yeah, there's maybe 10 people streaming. So it's basically a DCO stream at this point. It has the same numbers, man, same metrics. You know how I love playing dead games. But so the developers know exactly that they screwed up. They've listened to the feedback on Reddit, on the forums, on Twitter, on 4chan probably, and they know exactly what they need to do to fix it. And hopefully they've listened to the player base who has given the feedback to get it done.
Okay, so I'm not saying there's not a chance here, right? Because games have done things like this and came back from.
We know exactly one specific game who's done this.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, you talking about? Well, it was 2 games I could say. First, Star Wars Battlefront 2, right? Battlefront 2.
Did it?
Battlefront 2 is a fucking amazing game right now, right? It's okay. It's how it should have been when it fucking launched. doesn't get much attention because it's been out for so long, you know. But it's literally exactly how it should be. Everything's balanced well. Getting loot is balanced. Like it's just better in every conceivable way, right? And even like Final Fantasy 14, as I think was what you're talking about, right? Had no, what were you talking about?
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Yeah, so like there's 3 games to come up with, right? Like No Man's Sky launched like dog shit and came back to be a fucking amazing game. Final Fantasy 14 literally killed itself, and then they literally threw a meteor into the game and brought it back to life. What are we talking about? We're talking about Anthem maybe coming back to life, Ari. So those 3 games have all like killed themselves and came back to life, and are all 3 fantastic games. So it's not like there's no chance for Anthem, right? Now, and the good thing is that EA does Battlefront 2, right? So and EA does this. So like EA knows that games can fucking back from the brink, right? The problem is that there's no Disney overlords going, bitch, fix this, fuck you. You know, there's no, they don't have that over there, man. I don't think they're gonna give up on this property. I think that, or not, property is the best word to use. I'm not sure.
IP.
IP, right? I don't think they're gonna give up on this IP. I think that they're like you just said. I think this is gonna go back to the drawing board. They're going to completely revamp it, and it's going to relaunch. I think, like you just said, I think everybody who's bought it is going to get the relaunch, you know, and not have to pay anything. If you have a key for Anthem, you'll have a key. When they relaunch it, it'll be called something else, you know, and they've got to come out swinging with fucking amazing gameplay, an amazing story. Well, okay, I take that back too, because the story was good.
Yeah.
It's like your hub world felt empty and not like how they represented it at E3 and pretty much everything prior to.
It's not an open world sandbox. It's
right.
I mean, you're not going to see a lot of people in your area. You're basically almost still feeling solo. Right,
and it's rough. So I think this game still has a chance just because it sits on top of some amazing fucking gameplay. Forsaken Pro said Anthem, Birds of Prey. Yeah, stop it, God. Just because it sits on top of amazing fucking gameplay. I think if it had shit gameplay too, we wouldn't be hearing anything.
No,
I think that they know they sit on top of amazing gameplay, and they're like, "All right, fuck, we gotta get this going. We gotta fix this," and hopefully, it gets the we'll get the actual launch we should have gotten last year, or get the game we should have gotten all along without being launched at all.
Yeah, I mean, again, like he said, the biggest draw with Anthem was literally the flying and literally the combat. The combat system that is in Anthem, they could sell it, and they could make an entire engine just around this flight system and the combat for it.
It's a fucking game that turns you into Iron Man, bitch. Like, come on. Like, fuck. It doesn't matter what suit you're in. There's an Iron Man suit that matches that shit. That like fucking Iron Man. I don't like it's good, man. So hopefully Anthem will rise like the Phoenix. There you go. There's your name, Anthem Phoenix. Boom.
There you go.
Anthem from the ashes. Boom. I named it right there. There you go.
All right, and then our final article of the night. Stevie, I'm going to let you roll with this, buddy.
Oh, man. What the fuck is happening at Blizzard, boys? Man, Blizzard be fucking up more than your 15-year-old stepson. Fuck. Man, okay. So we found a Screaming article that was a TLDR, right, for everything, right? And so there's a couple of fucked up things, and there's like one kind of heinous thing, right? Oh my god. So this game launched and was nowhere near what it was represented to be, right? It was pretty shit. And there's I linked a YouTube video in our docs.
Yep.
The code you showed that. All right, with a comparison. It's like what people think they were getting compared to what people actually got, right? So on the left is BlizzCon and the cutscenes that they said you were going to get, and on the right is what you got. So it's like they said, oh, look, all these new things are going to be remastered. The cutscenes are going to be different. And they're not, right? They're absolutely not. You know, and this, to me, this is kind of whatever. It's a bit fucked up, like, but...
Hold on, I'm going to turn the sound on real fast. Give me 1 second.
Damn it, Uther. As your future king, I order you to purge this city.
You are not my king yet, boy. Nor would I obey that command even if you were.
Okay, so I had to turn the sound on because I wasn't sure why it was, of course, different scenes, but they matched the audio perfectly. So it's exactly what Stevie B says. BlizzCon shows us this amazing cinematic that we've seen from WarCraft before. And then in game, it's the game.
Yeah, it's Warcraft 3, not Reforged. Ari said the coronavirus corrupted it. Yo. All right. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So we'll talk about the biggest controversy, right? So, okay, we'll talk about the second biggest one first. I want to say the biggest one first. So another thing is like they built the servers for this game online, right? From the same servers of the original Warcraft 3, and they essentially took away things that people have always had in Warcraft 3, like leaderboards and shit. Like everything that was in the Reforged got taken away from people who have been playing Warcraft 3 forever. Like they just took it away because they had to put it on the same servers for whatever fucking I don't understand that. And I don't understand how that works, but they put it on the same server. So these people that have been playing this game for what, like 20, 30 years?
Yep.
No, yeah. Now don't have the things they normally had, right? Ari said, oh no, Michelle said Warcraft 4. I want to play that. I know, right? Rapine says budget obviously got cut, in my opinion. It did, right? But okay, so your budget got cut for this, for the cuts. That's fucked up as it is, right? That's fine. But taking service away from Warcraft 3 that's already exists. Like, think about this, right? You're like, fuck Reforged. I don't care about it. I'm just gonna keep playing my Warcraft 3. Reforged launched, and all of a sudden you can't do any of the stuff you used to before because Warcraft 3 is sitting on the same shit you play. That's fucked up. But the biggest thing, and why I think it got the most controversy, is that their new policy revolving around like players that make stuff, right? I'm sure they. Oh, let me see what the official. The main source of Blizzard policy regarding player created content. That's a better word. Let's say. So essentially, dude, what they're saying is whatever gets made by the players is Blizzard's property, right? Not the character models. Like, obviously, that's Blizzard's property. But like, if like Dota 2 or Dota, not Dota 2, Dota was built on the gameplay style and everything was built on Warcraft 3. Was a play game on Warcraft 3.
I mean, just think that was kind of the birth of MOBAs,
right? And so they took that and made it its own game. So now the new policy is whatever you make with our shit is now our shit. You don't have the right to do anything with it. Whether you go make your own game or not, it's our shit. Like, that's a sweet thing you did, community. But thanks for giving it to us. We appreciate you and we appreciate it. And this is why everybody, this and the server thing is why everybody's fucking losing. Like, there's a lot of things they promised gameplay wise with like redone character models. And it's fucked up because I've seen some screenshots where there's some redone character models and some not redone character models, like in the same scenes. And boy, does it look like hot garbage. But again, that goes back to what Raph said about budgetary issues, right? Which is neither here nor there. Whatever. I don't know. I don't understand how StarCraft Remastered comes out perfectly, and then this just gets butchered. But anyway, but the biggest thing is them taking claim to anything created by the community, right? Like, obviously their assets are theirs, but like people are losing their shit about this. I guess the morality of it, right? Like them trying to take over like that. So, there's some pretty heinous shit coming out of Blizzard, in my opinion. And that cutscene comparison is fucking crazy. But again, like Raph said, budgetary things. Ari said, didn't they do the thing where you couldn't cancel with this too? They started to, Ari, and then they finally were like, fuck it, we'll do returns. That's another thing that happened. Like, it got such a low score fucking everywhere, user score, that they finally just started taking returns. Because it's literally not what is advertised, right? Like this BlizzCon video and things like that. It's and because it wasn't what it was advertised, and like so many fucking people losing it, they finally started taking a return.
No, there was another game that did that. It was another game that refused refunds. I can't remember off the top of my head. That was a biggie too. But with this, Blizzard even says here, all of this controversies led to Blizzard offering automated refunds for Reforged. So it wasn't really God, what did they do? Who the hell was the one that actually refused? Because it wasn't Reforged. They immediately did the refunds. There was another game.
Oh, no. Okay, no, yeah. Ari's talking about during the Blitzchung thing. Blitzchung?
The Hearthstone?
Yeah, that. Yeah, they did. They stopped the cancel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It was the cancel your account. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so yeah, that was Kevin laugh.
It's fucking like the horrendous. Oh god,
it is not a good time to be Blizzard Activision right now, or is it Activision Blizzard? I can't remember.
Who fucking knows? It's about to just be Activision in a minute. Like this was it. I think it's just like the piling on of things, right? It's just it's like the game is shit. Fuck the original WarCraft 3 players. Oh, by the way, everything is ours now. It's like, fuck. Like, are you guys serious with this shit? Like, I don't even really play. Like, to be honest with you, WarCraft 3 is a game I missed, and I would have went back and played this.
Oh, it's a good game.
Like, but why now? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't get how StarCraft Remastered gets done so right, and then this happens to WarCraft 3. I don't know. I really don't, man. This is some tough shit, bro. Like,
oh yeah. And it's funny thing, because this is of course Activision Blizzard, and we're of course blaming Blizzard for this because they're the game developers for the WarCraft stuff. But again, another report I read, Activision's Q4, they made money, they went up because of Call of Duty. Call of Duty Modern Warfare brought in more money than they actually projected, and it is because Modern Warfare does not have loot boxes.
Surprise.
They made their items into a premium pay on their marketplace. So instead of having to go through the RNG loops into a loot box, they said, "Hey, you want this? It's on the marketplace. Buy it," and people bought.
Aaron said could have got StarCraft 2 people to make WarCraft 4. I think WarCraft 4 is hard to make because, and this is just, and you know, you're way more into the lore than I am. I think WarCraft 4 is hard to make because of the lore. Like, because World of Warcraft is always updating itself story-wise, I feel like when Warcraft 4...
World of Warcraft 4 is WoW.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. Like, because it's constantly being updated. Like, I guess, I mean, again, I don't know the lore at all. So could you do a prequel like World of Warcraft 4, but it takes place before everything? I don't think that's the thing that could happen, right? I don't know.
Not really.
Yeah, so...
I mean, it would be a little bit of retconning, and it wouldn't necessarily, man, that would be a tough one. Because, and let me say this as well, is that the World of Warcraft 3, the reason that it's so big is because of Arthas. Because Arthas, the king of Stormwind, or prince rather, he became the Lich King. He became a leader of basically zombies, of the dead.
Wait, so this blonde-haired dude in this picture, he became the Lich King?
Yeah, oh, wait, did you not, I know you watched the video, right?
What? Like the video?
Yeah, that cutscene thing.
Yeah.
Did you hear it, though?
Yeah.
Do you know what they were doing?
They were wiping a town out that was sick.
They weren't sick, Steven.
Oh.
So, in Warcraft 3 is the journey of Arthas being a righteous king, a righteous prince, into the Lich King when the Scourge comes and they do plague the part of the world. They do plague it. And so people are affected and they're turning into the zombies and everything. And Arthas frustrated about what's going on and even being teased by the villain. He is basically being manipulated. And so when they get to this town, and that's the town that we're in, and he looks and sees, oh, there are people sick. We can try and help them. Arthas, nope. We need to purge this city. Whoa, dude. What are you doing? We can't just kill these innocent people. We can save them. We can help them. And that's why Arthas told his right-hand man, Uther, it's like, hey, cleanse this town. Uther's like, even if you're a king, I wouldn't fucking do it. And so Uther leaves him. Jaina, still in love with Arthas and his people clean out this fucking town.
Oh, God.
And he's basically turning himself into this villain, and he starts becoming more zombie-like, and then ultimately he becomes the Lich King, and he controls the Scourge. And then it's our job to defeat him. But we don't really defeat him. We kind of just like put him to slumber a bit. And that what leads into one of the biggest and best of the expansions for World of Warcraft, which was Wrath of the Lich King, where we went to Northrend and found Arthas, and he is pissed.
I bet.
So World of Warcraft 3 kind of, it stops, but it continues on in Wrath of the Lich King. But yeah, World of Warcraft 4 is definitely WoW. They may be able to retcon a few stuff and introduce some other storylines to make a Warcraft 4 RTS. But because of how big World of Warcraft is, I don't think they're going to put time. I think, if anything, Reforged could have been their method of madness to say, hey, let's see if the dead RTS genre, let's see if people still play it. And because of the cinematic issues, because of the server issues, because of the blocks to the modding with trying to protect your license, I get it. You're trying to protect your license, but you are a decade plus late, sir. Decade late.
Bro, that's fucking, I don't know, man. All right, hold on. Ari said, Mock Doc! That's right. Everyone said Arthas, Fallen Prince, the Killer King, the traitor. Arwen said Zambies. And Epic Logan said, I can only help you with a clean death. Holy fuck. Okay.
Yeah, Arthas was fucking badass.
So it sounds like there was definitely something too unpopular about reforging Warcraft 3, and they fucking decimated it. And
I think if this game would have done well, Blizzard might have went back and maybe they would have made another RTS game.
Or, I mean, remastered 1 and 2. Right? I never played one. I never played any of them.
I played all 3. Oh, well, there's also the World of Warcraft 3, the Frozen Throne expansion, too. So,
Oh yeah, I remember.
Warcraft 3 got a little expansion with more Arthas, so it was great.
So I wonder if that'll come out for this.
Womp womp womp.
I don't have that one. Hold on, I got one for. Yeah. So I don't know. That's the general song that goes along with this fucking launch, dude.
Yeah, Blizzard's definitely shot themselves in the foot, and I'm telling you now, from the Hearthstone travesty, now this Warcraft Reforged, like World of Warcraft has to deliver Shadowlands in its coming months when it comes out, and if anything, nothing bad better happen to Overwatch. Because even when you come down here, Overwatch League, Hearthstone, and other Blizzard esports are now YouTube exclusive. So they're only going to be streamed now on YouTube. They're not going to be on Twitch. I mean, so at this point, it's like, I hope the Overwatch League is ready. Like, just please to the gaming gods, if Blizzard wants to stay afloat, nothing bad happened to the Overwatch League. Tomorrow morning, breaking news, Blizzard Overwatch League. Oh, no!
Aaron said, "What the fuck?" I guess Aaron didn't know about this. Oh God. Okay. All right. I think that ends things, right? Are we good? Is there anything else you want to say about this fucking debacle?
No, that's it. Come on, Blizzard. Come on.
Oh, I'll have a comment. Hold on, let's talk. Blizzard, listen. We used to love you. We want to keep loving. Get your shit together. Get it together. There you go. Hopefully you heard me.
Hopefully
I did. Okay. So this is the end. So I hope everybody's enjoyed us tonight. We are trying to set something up where you can like actively ask questions. We haven't fully set it up yet, so
it's coming.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, so we're gonna have that soon. I just tried to catch everything in the chat, so we should be able to do that soon. And we should be able to do that soon, and we should be able to do that soon. I wonder how many times I can say it. Anyway, so thanks everybody for coming out tonight. We had a really good time. We had a really good time. This is the part where I discuss things with YouTube, and I tell them, if you fucking made it this far on YouTube, just swing by Tuesday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, live on twitch.tv/NerdsOfTheApocalypse, and come hang out live with a discussion. Try to get in everybody's questions, everybody's statements, as much as we can. And join in on the conversation. It's a lot more fun. And it's a lot more fun. Join in. I'm, of course, Stevie B, and I'm on Twitter at StevieB5886. We have our own YouTube channel. Search for Nerds of the Apocalypse on YouTube. We'll pop right on up. We're on the Facebooks. Just search for Nerds of the Apocalypse. Put a lot of funny videos out, a lot of posts, a lot of good stuff. And I have my own Resident Evil focused YouTube channel. Just search YouTube for Stevie B, and it'll either be a Nerds of the Apocalypse YouTube video or one of those. It'll probably be, and maybe Trex Light's YouTube channel too. So it'll be one of those three channels, or you'll get the fucking singer from the 80s. My goal is to get him out of the searches for Stevie B. That's my goal. It's my goal for my life. We're gonna figure it out. What about you, Trex? Where can we find you?
You can find me over on Twitter at ThisTrex, Facebook.com/TrexLight, and of course over at Twitch.tv/TrexLight for all your DCUO and other MMO games. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Epic Logan says, Trex, have you heard of the thing called the coronavirus? Al is already on fire. That's right.
They are definitely on fire.
Ari said, nah, Ari, I love you.
No,
okay.
No, that's Nini.
Nini? Is that different? What does that mean?
I don't know. I thought she just misspelled Nani for what in Japanese.
I don't know. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone who hung out and contributed to both ours and Trex's fundraiser for the animals in Australia, just in general, right? Like the animals in Australia. We did the zoo, Trex. What was your foundation again?
What's up?
What was your foundation again for Australia?
I was raising money for Wires, the Australia's largest animal rescue organization. We raised $76.
There you go. So we appreciate all your support for both those, without a doubt. Couldn't make it happen without you. You made our donation today, so it's on the Discord. So if you want to take a look at that, I put that there too. I accidentally first put a picture up with too much information on, so I had to take that down. Ari was like, "The fuck are you doing?" I was like, "You're right." Ari like gave me a guideline of how exactly to do it, and I almost did the fucking complete opposite. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I was just trying to get it done.
Hey, you live your freest life, sir.
That's what she would say. Because the payment fuck up thing, I was nervous about getting it all done. So, anyway, yeah, we appreciate all your love for that. Thank you so much. A lot more fun stuff coming your way. We will be live again tomorrow night. Ari and I'm not sure what we'll be playing. Here on this channel. Trex, when will you be live next?
I will be live, I don't think, anymore, because I have my comedy show tomorrow. And then Thursday, I have to prep for NashiCon this weekend.
Oh, that is coming up this weekend. Sweet. Well, there you go. So we'll be here Wednesday and Friday nights, so you can hang out with us. That's it. I don't have anything else. You have anything else?
Nope, I got nothing else.
All right, here we go.
These guys are my best friends, they're thick and thin. We've always been together, we're four of a kind, having fun all day, palling around and laughing away.
Just best friends. Best friends are we.
I love you guys.
We love you, awesome nerds. I'm, of course, Stevie B, and that beautiful mocha man next to me is
Trex.
And we'll see you next week here on the NotA Game Report. Thanks, everybody. Raph said FurryCon.
Yeah, that's what they started calling it last year.
Did they really start calling it that last year?
Yeah. No,
Like,
they did. Not us.
Oh, like
The chat.
like you're. Oh, well, there are a lot of furries there, but I know
one of them.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I've told this story before about how it's just like some random one of them like knew me. Good night, Proto. Have a good night, buddy. Raph Ryan says we forgot the biggest gaming news of the week. Oh God, Raph, what is that, Raph? Fuck, it's gonna be some smart ass shit. What is it, Raph? What's
that's not gonna be smart ass. That's not Raph style. He's calm, cool, and collected, and very informative. Sonic is out on Valentine's. That's not gaming news.
I mean, it's a gaming movie. I'll probably look.
We have to go see this movie.
I'm gonna go give Sonic my support because they changed it. Because I personally didn't bitch them on the internet.
I did,
but my colleagues did, so I'm gonna have to go see it. So I'll probably go see it. I don't know if I'll go see it on Valentine's because I like to see movies that give me action at Valentine's.
Yeah, I mean at the same time, the studio that did do the change, they did go belly up.
True.
So we kind of definitely deserve to give them some love.
That's right.
By going to see a movie during the day of love.
That's right. Pro said, I thought you were going. I'm still here. Monster. We always do this little banter, like they do in the news people, except you can hear it.
And apparently your wife does not have the CC letter because she did it on the corporate website. So she doesn't have a copy.
You me?
No, I texted Heather at the beginning of the show.
Oh, she wanted that email. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the email. Yeah. Well, I'll get it. We'll do it next. I mean, it's got to be saved in her sent folder, right? I'll get it. We'll talk about it next week. I'll hack her email. Apparently, that's illegal though. Is it my wife? Still illegal if it's my wife and I know the password. Does that count? I don't know. Apparently, it's illegal because Ray Liotta told me that in a Marriage Story. Fucked up movie.
But you learned stuff, didn't you?
I learned some stuff, and Heather learned that she's doing all right.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, good night.
We love you. Mwah!